Howdy folks, what's going on? I'm your host Elliot. Welcome to the Crypto World News daily, semi-daily, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday show, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or at least that's the goal. Today is Crypto Noob and Crypto Noobette 101 Boot Camp. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat, in the comment section. If you're on YouTube, you're missing the Twitch live stream where you can interact and engage with me. First thing we're going to do, thanks for being here by the way, looking at the cryptocurrency market cap. This is a great way to tell what's going on, what's happening in the cryptocurrency market. Basically, this is the amount of money that flows in and out of the market. And when you go to coinmarketcap.com, you can see what our market's at. So the total market cap of cryptocurrencies at the beginning of the year was about $300 billion, going up to $2.4 trillion, and then we saw a massive $1 trillion move to the downside. And that's kind of what happened, why the market kind of has been doing kind of poopy. But looking at it right now, we expected it not to go, we expected it to come down from 2.5 trillion, but we also expected it to stay above a trillion. So that gives you a good indication of when to buy and what the market's doing. So right now we're injecting, market's coming back in, market's coming back up, gaining in strength. So yeah, hope you guys gain some knowledge from that. Now we're going to look at the crypto bubbles chart. We're going to talk about Bitcoin here and what my analysis is and what I think is now a good time to buy. We're going to talk about that in just 1 second. Hold on. Crypto bubbles. Crypto bubbles is a great way to keep track of all these coins that are all moving as this market is insane. 24/7 cryptocurrency market does not sleep. Damn, that's good. Damn, son. Where'd you find this? So it's just a good way to keep track of the money as it flows in and out of cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin owns 42% of that $1.7 trillion we're talking about. Ethereum owns 18.8%. A lot of altcoins have a huge opportunity to gain in market cap as the market cap itself increases. What will it be in 2024? Probably $10 trillion. Is there a cap to the cryptocurrency market cap? Is there a cap to fiat currency? What is fiat currency? Fiat currency is paper money controlled by a centralized entity like the dollar or the yen. All fiat currencies in existence have an unlimited cap, except for Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin's not a fiat currency, but it is a currency. And it having a finite supply and being fractionable, it's divisible by 1/100 millionth of a coin, and that's called a Satoshi. So it's divisible to fractional currency. But yeah, crypto bubbles. So it's just an idea of kind of what's happening, where the money's flowing out of, where the money's flowing into. So it's just, yeah, it's interesting. It's also a good way to find new projects that maybe aren't listed on every exchange if you see something that catches your eye. Crypto Fear Market Index. This is another fantastic tool to decide when is the best time to buy in the crypto market. We were looking at it the other day. Extreme fear typically is the best indicator. We got all the way down to a 10 the other day when I believe we were, whenever we came down to 32,000, we got down to a 10, and we have not been lower than that since, I want to say, March 2020, when we were at $3,500 per coin. So if you just use this data alone and only buy when there's extreme fear in the market, you can do very well within this market. Look, if you'd bought the 24th of May, where was that put you? Right here? You bought the dip, right? You bought when there was the maximum amount of fear in the market. I mean, not the maximum, but it's lower than it has been. So these are just, you can just look up Fear Greed Crypto Index on Google, and that will pull up the what I'm showing you right now. And yeah, so you can just basically use the market cap and the Fear Greed Index without even looking at a chart to determine when is a good time to buy. Let's talk about Bitcoin. What's up? Yo, thanks for all the help. You're my favorite little bro. Oh, you're my favorite little bro. Yeah, I got you. Oh, I guess I am shorter than you. I'll still whoop that ass though, Kobe. Anyways, looking at the 4-hour chart here, we got a bullish divergence, meaning that there is more room. There could be, I'm not going to say, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. You know the spiel if you've been here before. Is this a good time to buy? Yes. Why is that? Well, because if we go lower, I also think it's a good time to buy. Well, what does that mean? That means what does that mean? Well, okay, so now you bought here, right? Should you have the opportunity to buy here, that's a blessing. So you dollar cost averaged and you actually bought there. Now that looks like a dick. So now's a great time to buy. Looking at the 4-hour chart, I do see this being a bullish pattern. I know a lot of traders who are indicating that there's going to be resistance here, looking for some $17,000 or $18,000 Bitcoin. That's a little unrealistic to me, in my opinion. You know, let's take a look here. By the way, we're using this platform called TradingView. That's how you look at all these charts. You just click on here and click on, Bitcoin or whatever you want to see. We're looking at Bitcoin. XBT is just a derivative. All a derivative means is it is not Bitcoin, but it holds the exact value. It's like a representation of the Bitcoin. I just use XBT because it's got a little bit more volume. All right, so we're looking at, let's get a better chart here. So you just go click there and then see the markets. You click on crypto, whatever cryptocurrencies you want to look at, you can do that. Someone said Matic. All right, so let's look at Matic. I think Bitcoin's a good buy right now. Let's take a look at Matic here. 4-hour. Matic is a fucking monster. Look at this. 4-hour. We managed to retest. I mean, this was a perfect retrace. Perfect retrace. I think Matic's going to send it and continue to send it. This looks very bullish here on the 4-hour. We're very much, call it as you will. I think we're postured up. Let's talk about candles really quick because this is a noob day. All right, we're going into noob day here. Howdy noobs and noobettes. If you guys have any questions, let me know. By the way, get a TradingView account. ! TradingView pulls up my ref link. Appreciate you. It's free. So why not? All right, so here we're looking at a 4-hour chart. What is a candlestick? You can do all this research yourself, but it's always more fun when someone right in front of you live is showing you, teaching you, telling you. Look, candlestick, here's how it happens. Each candlestick represents an increment of time. So if we go to a 1-minute candle, then every candlestick represents, you got it, 1 minute of time. Typically looking at a lower time frame candle doesn't give you the perspective that you really need to understand what's going on in the market, right? If we just look at a 1-minute candle and we zoom all the way out, how the fuck are you going to find levels in trade? So we use something called multiple time frame analysis. So instead of just looking at the 4-hour candle and just being subject to what you see on Coinbase or whatever, you actually have the ability to look at higher time frame candles. So the monthly really is not going to tell you a lot, but let's take a look at EOS on a monthly, just because we have more data to look through. I just wanted to make this a point, and we'll go back to Matic. But Matic's going to send it. I don't know where Matic's going to send it to, but it's going to send it higher. So this monthly here, you gain perspective. Look at a 4-hour. You really can't. You gain different sets of information on different candle bases. But basically, I'm not trying to talk over anyone. So each candle, right, represents 1 month of time right here. 4-hour represents when we click on 4-hour, 4 hours of time. So look, the green candle just represents that when this candle closed, the previous candle closed, right, this red one here, the new candle opened here. That's the base of the candle. It came down here and then it got bought back up and actually closed right here. So that's a green candle with a wick at the bottom. Same thing happens here, right? We opened right here. That was the start of the new 4-hour candle. The price went up here and then it came back and closed right here. So that was a red candle. How can you use candles? What does the wicks mean anything? Yeah, I think the wicks resemble buy pressure. I think this shows that there's market interest in purchasing. that's why we went from whatever we did, $4 to $6. That was a really nice 30% wick. Then we managed to come down lower. EOS looks good. Matic, how can you do technical analysis on Matic? You can't. There's not enough chart data, in my opinion. The monthly, what are you looking at? The 4-hour looks great. I say if we get back above $2.55, Matic will be in 4-hour daily. Well, let's get this daily level actually. Fuck the 4-hour. We've already tested the daily level. No, go back to the 4-hour. That's the level we need. All right. XRP. We're going to talk about this really quick. I want to explain a little bit about reading a chart now. So there are a couple different ways that you can look at a chart. W for winner, baby. There's a couple different ways that you can look at a chart and do your own technical analysis, and we're actually going to look and take a look at other people's technical analysis today. That's one of the reasons why I invited you to join TradingView, because you can go to, like, I click here, and then you go to ideas, and you can see like what other people are thinking. So it's pretty cool. So let's look at XRP here, looking at a weekly chart. What do we have? We can back up even more. XRP looks crazy. This isn't really the best example I wanted to give, but we can give it anyways. All right, so weekly, boom. This is a high, right? This is as high as we got, and then this is a low. This is see how we didn't get lower than we were right here? So this is considered a higher low, if you will, on a weekly. And then we're coming up to retest this resistance. We have not yet on a weekly candle broken this resistance yet, but once this resistance is broken to the upside, I guess resistance is always going to be to the upside. Resistance on top, support on the bottom. I do believe we are sitting on support right at this. I use Satoshis because it's, for me, I value in Bitcoin, and it's also, it's not that difficult to. If you think the price of Bitcoin is going to go up in the future, and you think the price of XRP to the price of Bitcoin is going to go up in the future, then by default, XRP to the USD is going to go up in the future. And sometimes it's difficult to see that, because if we take an example like Ethereum to USD, there's no way that you could have ever known how, what this is price discovery, weekly price discovery. There's nothing really technical here. So let's take a look at the Ethereum to, I'm going to get to your questions if you guys are asking. I'm just like by myself. But look to the Ethereum to the Bitcoin chart, right? So now we can gain a different perspective on why Ethereum is going to be such a great investment for the rest of this year. Because the price of Bitcoin is going to continue to grow right after we're done finding our Bitcoin bottom, whatever we've done. We could have already found it. So maybe by the end of the year, we're at $100,000 Bitcoin. And at that time, the price of Ethereum has gone up 58% to the price of Bitcoin, as Bitcoin itself has gone up in price. Questions, comments, concerns? Bueller? I'm new here. What should I buy? Fear Grid Index, I love it. Okay. If you're new here, what should you buy? Ethereum looks good. What am I looking at today? That's a great question, actually. Thank you for asking that. So what I'm looking at today that I think is a good buy, what platforms are you limited to? Because I trade really funky coins that not a lot of people know about. But SHIB looks like a good buy. I was really excited to hear about their Shiba swap coming out. SHIB coin on the 4-hour looks pretty groovy, I think, given that the Bitcoin's done going down and the market cap's ready to go back up. That's pretty much all you need to know to be like a super informed, super educated investor. So let's see, what else is a good buy? Oh my gosh, AMC is crushing it today. Thank you, Jesus. I like the way that Zilliqa is looking. It's a staking coin for about 12%, I want to say, on Atomic. Let's see. I've just been shilling Zilliqa for a while. Good buy right now. Internet Computer Protocol is going to be a monster whenever it's whenever it finds there's just technically I can't say it's a good buy, but fundamentally I can say this is an amazing buy. Internet Computer Protocol fundamentally will probably be one of the strongest performing coins of like 2022 or 2023. Dfinity, baby. Canisters. Blockchain integrations with each other. IOTA, fantastic buy. IOTA is a monster, is a sleeping giant of a coin. I don't know what platform you can buy it on. Let me see if you answered my question. Coinbase. Let me see. You can buy IOTA. You can buy Sushi. Sushi Coin. Sushi Swap. I love that platform. It went down to $6. I think Sushi looks good. EOS looks good as well. On the daily, you really can't go wrong in this market. The cryptocurrency market, the only way you could go wrong is if you, like, you're in it for the wrong reasons. Band is looking good. I believe this stakes for about 15% on Atomic Wallet. As well, XRP, I think, is looking interesting. I'm really fascinated to see what the reaction is going to be whenever we're able to get above. I don't know if you guys know, but this coin was actually sued by the SEC earlier in 2020, November. And the reaction from that was we went from like, $1 or $2.50 down to like 20 cents. We lost 85% of our value. The SEC actually ended up dropping the lawsuit, so now we are kind of just now able to participate in the cryptocurrency markets again. I think the barrier to entry for this coin is actually going to drive interest and price up. So if you have some, congratulations, I would just hold on to it. Monthly levels definitely look okay. I don't think we'll ever come back to 700 Satoshis again. But we could. We absolutely could. If the price of Bitcoin was $1 million, the price of Ripple, that wouldn't make sense. So I would really like to see us by maybe the end of the year. Yeah, let's say the end of the year, I'd like to see us at $9,000 or 9,000 Satoshi XRP. We're currently at 2,500. So that would be just about a 2.5x, 3x. Yeah. What coins are ADA? Dude, ADA always a good buy. Look at these daily levels on ADA. Finding support, never going to be underneath $1 again. It was $1.50 yesterday. I think ADA on the 4-hour looks juicy. Juicy. So if we're looking at this chart here, we realize this was a high and this was a low locally. This is a 4-hour chart we're looking at. So now we have a little bit of resistance right here where these 4-hour candles closed. But I think our real test is $2.40. A break above that would be a further continuation for our price discovery. Let's go to a weekly. God, we marked up this shit. Yeah. So, by the end of the year, I could easily see this coin at, $4 to $6 per ADA. I don't know what the market cap of that would be, but it definitely has huge potential, seeing that the 3rd generation blockchain technology being efficient, able to transact mass quantities for low amounts of fees, is a huge use case, not just in the financial sector. Like, cryptocurrencies and blockchain are so much more than just decentralized finance. That's just kind of the first application. Web 3.0 is being built on the internet computer and the blockchain. It's pretty awesome. Questions? What are we at for time? Oh, we're at the 30-minute mark. How did you start? It's my first time talking about this, and I'm just trying to figure out where to start. If you're trying to figure out where to start, there is a let me instill this into your brain. I like to give this to the new guys, wise guys. Let me put Bitcoin up first, so we're not looking at ADA. I mean, ADA looks good, like buy ADA, but we're gonna look at Bitcoin here on the daily, because daily Bitcoin is really why my analysis is the way that it is. I'd like to see us hold this EMA 315 and really come up and break this 41,300 resistance daily, which is from January 2021. Breaking up that, there's a low liquidity zone, so it would be pretty easy for us to fly up through this range, and our real next test of resistance being, in my opinion, like 58,000. So, what was I gonna do? Yeah, okay. So here I'm giving you. I'll give you my thoughts on XLM, but let me give this homie his crypto 101 mindset of the day lesson. All right. So basically, you have think about investing in cryptocurrency as multiple things. So your goal as an investor should be not to have, just Bitcoin or just this or just that. I like to suggest to people to have 3 different portfolios. So it might be crazy to think about, but just bear with me for a second. So you have a long-term HODL portfolio. Those are coins that you really don't have any intention of selling for, let's say, I don't know, 1 to 3 years, right? That's your stack. And then, and you really don't touch that. That can be in cold storage or in liquidity mining programs where you can passively earn on your money while it's just sitting there while you're shitting or whatever. Then you should have staking. You should have a staking portfolio. These are coins that are passively generating you more coins on the coins that you own. Ethereum is moving to proof of stake, so Ethereum will soon be able to generate you more Ethereum just by having your coins and sending them to a validator. You delegate your coins to a validator. I can get into that later. There's a bunch of coins. Like Cardano is a staking coin. Zilliqa is a staking coin. BAN, Tezos. You can just look up top 10 staking coins. That's just some of my suggestions. Cardano right now is probably the best project that stakes, in my opinion. The best looking project. Son of a bitch. Yo, let me call you later, homie. Alright. So you got long-term HODL portfolio, you got your staking portfolio, and then if you really, really want, you can have like a small trading portfolio where you're trying to swing trade. You're trying to sell whenever it's high and buy whenever you find good opportunities to buy. A lot of traders, a lot of new people in this market take the harder of the 3. And which one do you think that is? They try to time the market. My opinion is new people in the market should not be trying to time the market. If you can grasp that the future cryptocurrency market cap has no cap, it will be over $10 trillion at some point in time in the future. There's nothing stopping that. As long as Mr. Everyone's just printing money off the whizzies, there's no calming down to how much money can be in circulation, and therefore there's no cap to how much the cryptocurrencies can be at, in my opinion, until there is some more regulation or control over fiat currencies, which that's another conversation. So basically, you're just betting. You've caught a trend, and you've caught a trend before it's like super mainstream. And what do I mean by that? You've heard about Bitcoin millionaires, Bitcoin billionaires, but you haven't heard about the IPC, the Internet Protocol. You haven't heard about people that made a shit ton of money on IOTA or a shit ton of money on Polkadot. And I just mean like, turning hundreds into millions or whatever. The pizza thing. Oh, if only I had bought $200 worth of Bitcoin, instead of buying that pizza, that would be worth $100 million now. These exponential returns are yet to come for these altcoins. And if you can understand and grasp that the future of the cryptocurrency market cap, there really is no cap. I'm really excited to see where we're going to be at the end of this year, at the end of 2023, at the end of 2024. I mean, and why does that matter? Well, it matters because the amount of money that's within the space, the liquidity allows for opportunity. And if you're in before the liquidity is in, which we're at $1.7 trillion right now, which is very, 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 very small. So if you're in now and the market goes to $10 trillion, let's say you bought a staking coin at 20 cents or whatever, and you bought 100,000 of these coins and it cost you $2,000 or $20,000, whatever, you're generating on the coins, right? You're generating on those coins that 5% or 15%, not on your initial investment. So as these coins go up in value, as they will when the cryptocurrency market increases in value, your passive income exponentially increases. Why? You're generating coins at a faster rate the more coins you have. The coin's value is continuously going up. I mean, it's volatile, right? But your ability and your knowledge to understand the future potential of the market positions you in a great place so that, hey, if this coin goes to $4, you can buy more because you're dollar cost averaging and you're passively generating. But I wouldn't be waiting. The more people that know this information, I don't know. You're here for opportunity. We're about done with the show today. Thoughts on XLM? I'm going to give you that. Time to get back to work. Thanks for the help. Have a nice stream. Yeah, homie. We're almost done. I'm going to give you XLM. XLM, baby. All right. XLM on a daily, I'd say looks cocked and loaded for a moon shoot. It's looking really, really good. I would say this is a solid buy on a daily. Monthly candle. What do we close the month next month? It's not the end of the world. I think it looks good on the monthly. It's like Darth Maul. It looks like a Darth Maul candle. The wicks to either side of the red. It's like a red lightsaber. 4-hour candle says it could continue down lower, but it's highly. I would like to say that this support is valid, and wherever we come back to is only temporary. So my analysis on the 4-hour, I think the daily looks good. I would pretty much base my buy signal off of this, how this is looking, and that's this, what I like to call low liquidity zone. We could easily move up 20% in price in a matter of hours, just because I really don't see a lot of resistance until we come up to these levels. So XLM looks beautiful. It's a 3rd generation blockchain coin. I'm not sure if it's a staker yet. Bitcoin's 1st generation, transacts for it's not super efficient. Ethereum's more efficient, 2nd generation, going to even be more efficient whenever ETH 2.0 comes out, probably in like a year. Bet on that increase, bet on that pump. Definitely be here next time. By the way, it's Kobe's friend, Steven. Haha, thank you, sir. Yeah, no worries, Daddy Shark. No worries, Steven Moose. Hope you guys have a great day. Leaving thoughts. Do I have any leaving thoughts for you guys? You don't always have to buy the dip. In fact, sometimes it's not right to do. Sometimes you gotta buy when it's high and fucking sell when it's low too. Emotional and greed. Sometimes you've got to say please, Elliot. How do I trade the cryptocurrency? Fucking market. That's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on Friday. Peace. Peace. Deuces.